how to injury max. Well, it's honestly pretty simple. Just do a ton of stretched position exercises with a ton of volume, with high reps, and not enough time to recover. First of all, you're going to be able to get muscle strain injuries because muscle strain injuries are basically what happen when a muscle tear, and muscle strain injuries happen when a muscle fiber is lengthened too far. And doing stretched position exercises can cause minor strain injuries, micro tears inside of the muscle that can leave you more prone for a larger tear later on. So just do a bunch of lengthened position exercises and do not leave enough time to recover. And also make sure that you're not doing a cardio warm-up before your session, because then that's going to increase your muscle temperature and leave you less likely to get a muscle tear compared to a colder muscle. And also make sure that you're training in the as fatigued states as possible, minimal motor equipment. Don't even be motivated, because then this is going to reduce the amount of muscle force on the eccentric phase and leave you more vulnerable to a tear. Next, make sure that you're using higher reps, like at least 12 reps, because then this is going to prevent you from getting tendon stiffness adaptations. And that's going to prevent your tendons from getting lengthened as much, and it's tendon lengthening that leads to tendon damage, and tendon damage that leads to tendinopathy. And we don't want that, to prevent that. We're trying to get that. And also, tendons are viscoelastic, and when you're using lighter loads and moving around faster, they're going to act more elastically and elongate more compared to heavier loads. Are going to act more viscously, and they're not going to lengthen as much. And we want that tendon lengthening. That's going to lead to tendon damage. This is the same thing for ligaments as well. We want to prevent any sort of collagen adaptations, and we want to make sure that we're getting as much strain as possible. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good rundown on how to injury max, so I hope it's helpful more.